Did you know that 1 in 3 adults over 55 will experience a fall this year? But here's what's truly remarkable. In certain regions of Japan, that number drops to less than 1 in 10. Not because of expensive equipment or medical interventions, but through simple, centuries-old stretching techniques practiced daily at home. If you're over 55, what you do in the next few minutes could determine whether you maintain your independence and confidence or join the millions who limit their activities due to fear of falling. I know that sounds dramatic, but this isn't about fear. It's about empowerment. Because these 5 traditional Japanese stretches could literally rewire your balance system for stability. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the first of 5 powerful traditional stretches that Japanese elders have practiced for generations to maintain perfect balance well into their 90s. And the first one, it's not yoga or physical therapy. It's actually a gentle seated practice that looks simple, but strengthens your core stability faster than you'd expect. Most Westerners completely overlook it. And make sure to stay till the end, because I'll share a bonus tip about timing that most balance experts never mention. But it could double the effectiveness of every stretch you do. Exercise 1, Seiza breathing. The seated posture that resets your body's balance center. What if I told you that one of the most effective balance exercises practiced by Japanese elders isn't standing at all, but a seated position that aligns your entire body from head to spine? Seiza breathing might look like just sitting on your knees, but what's happening inside your vestibular system while you're doing it is remarkably powerful. Seiza has been called the position of stillness, and for good reason. According to researchers from Tokyo University of Health Sciences, regular Seiza practice helps recalibrate your internal balance system, calm your nervous system, and most importantly, strengthens your core stability muscles. That means it actually helps your body reestablish its center of gravity, especially in the abdominal and lower back regions, responsible for stability and upright posture. These are the very same systems that often weaken with age, leading to poor balance. In fact, a 2019 study from the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that adults over 65 who practiced Seiza breathing for just 5 minutes daily significantly improved their postural stability, reduced body sway, and enhanced proprioception, your body's awareness of position in space. The researchers noted something fascinating. This simple seated position activated the deep transverse abdominis muscles, often called the body's natural corset, which provides critical spinal support that deteriorates as we age. But the benefits extend beyond your core. Seiza breathing also improves ankle flexibility and hip mobility, 2 crucial components of balance that naturally diminish as we age. When you sit in Seiza, your ankles gently stretch in a way that counteracts the stiffening that contributes to unstable walking. Meanwhile, your hip flexors lengthen, improving your ability to shift your weight effectively during movement, a key factor in preventing falls. The beauty of Seiza breathing is that it requires no equipment and can be modified for comfort with cushions or a small bench if kneeling is difficult. Traditional Japanese elders often practice on tatami mats, but a carpeted floor or yoga mat works perfectly well. The position itself is simple. Kneel with your big toes touching and your knees about hip width apart. Then sit back so your bottom rests on your heels. Your hands can rest lightly on your thighs, and your spine should feel naturally tall. Even better, it combines physical alignment with mindfulness. Each breath in this position encourages diaphragmatic breathing, another key factor in core stability and nervous system regulation. As you inhale deeply through your nose, your diaphragm drops and your abdomen expands slightly. With each exhale through slightly pursed lips, feel your center of gravity settling more firmly into your lower body. This breathing pattern activates the vagus nerve, reducing the stress hormones that often contribute to muscle tension and instability. And here's a hidden bonus that Western balance programs often miss entirely. The daily ritual of Seiza creates a moment of intentional balance practice, establishing neural pathways that your body remembers when you need stability most. According to neuroplasticity research from Tohoku University, these consistent, mindful movement patterns actually strengthen the brain's balance centers, particularly the cerebellum and vestibular nuclei. These are precisely the brain regions that begin to show reduced activity as we age. Dr. Takashi Masuda, a leading Japanese geriatric specialist, explains it this way: Seiza is not merely a position, it is a realignment. When older adults practice Seiza regularly, we observe improved postural reflexes, even when they are standing or walking. The body learns stability in stillness, then applies it to motion. For beginners, start with just 1 to 2 minutes in the position, using whatever props you need for comfort. If your knees protest, try sitting on a firm cushion or small bench that allows your feet to rest comfortably beneath you. The goal isn't perfect form, but rather consistent practice. As one 92-year-old practitioner from Okinawa told researchers, "I cannot always sit in perfect Seiza anymore, but even my modified practice keeps me steady on my feet." Start your practice when you first wake up, when your body is naturally more receptive to establishing new movement patterns. Focus on your breath, slow, deep, and deliberate, rather than any discomfort you might feel. With each session, you may find you can extend your time slightly, working up to 5 minutes daily. The transformation won't happen overnight, but Japanese elders will tell you that consistency matters more than intensity. Many practitioners report feeling a difference in their standing stability within just 10 to 14 days of daily practice. The real benefits, however, accrue over months of gentle, persistent training. So while it may not look impressive to Western eyes, Seiza breathing is working behind the scenes to realign your center of gravity, strengthen your core, and create a stable foundation for movement. In the words of one Japanese proverb, the strongest tree has the deepest, quietest roots. Seiza helps you develop those quiet roots of balance that support every movement you make. And we're only just beginning. The next exercise is so simple, you might already have the tools for it in your home. But most people miss the specific technique that makes it a powerful balance-building habit. Let's move on to Shiko stepping, the sumo-inspired movement that transforms leg stability after age 55. Exercise 2, Shiko stepping, the sumo-inspired movement that builds leg stability. You've seen sumo wrestlers perform powerful, wide-legged movements. But did you know that a modified version of their training creates remarkable balance improvements for those over 55? According to a study published in the International Journal of Sports Medicine, adults who practiced a gentle version of Shiko stepping for just 8 weeks showed a 32% improvement in dynamic balance tests. That's better results than many conventional physical therapy protocols that take twice as long. But here's the twist. It's not just about strength. It's about what happens in your proprioceptive system during those deliberate steps. Shiko stepping engages multiple balance centers simultaneously: your inner ear's vestibular system, the proprioceptors in your joints, and your visual tracking system. More integration between these systems means faster recovery when you stumble or when your footing is uneven. Traditional Shiko practiced by sumo wrestlers is quite vigorous, with deep squats and leg lifts. But the modified version for seniors, sometimes called Karada Shiko or Body Shiko, maintains the core principles while being gentle on aging joints. Dr. Hiroshi Nakamura, a leading expert in traditional Japanese movement practices at Keio University, explains that the power of Shiko lies in its combination of stability and controlled mobility. The wide stance creates a stable base, while the weight shifting demands constant recalibration of balance. Exactly the skill older adults need most when navigating daily life. But here's what most people miss. The tempo and mindfulness of each step matter. Moving slowly and deliberately activates slow twitch muscle fibers in your legs, the exact fibers that prevent falls by maintaining postural stability. In traditional practice, each step might take 3 to 5 seconds to complete. This isn't about speed or intensity. It's about creating neural pathways that remember stability patterns. Fast movement engages different muscle fibers altogether, which, while important for some activities, don't contribute as much to fall prevention. Here's how to practice modified Shiko stepping at home. Begin by standing with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart, toes pointing outward at approximately 45 degrees. If needed, stand near a wall or sturdy chair for support. Imagine you're standing in a shallow circular bowl with your feet at the rim and your weight centered. Now shift your weight slowly to your right foot, allowing your left heel to lift slightly while keeping your toes in contact with the floor. The movement should be subtle, just enough to feel the shift in your center of gravity. As you shift, focus on 3 key elements. First, keep your spine tall and your gaze steady at eye level. Second, breathe deeply and rhythmically. And third, notice the subtle adjustments your ankle, knee, and hip make to maintain stability. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds, feeling the engagement through your right leg and hip. Then, with deliberate control, shift your weight back to center and repeat the movement to your left side.